co-founder and business developer of Little Chicken Game Company. I'm here with Senne de Jong, our lead programmer, also co-founder. And well, basically we're going to talk about what I said, that 8 weeks ago we were asked by Nvidia. They gave us a big challenge. Can you create a game for us with using Virtools 5 and create a full game which plays with an Xbox controller that we can show at GDC? We did it with 5 game designers, and yeah, it was a real challenge, but we're really happy with the result, and it's great that we can present it here. And before we get into the game, I want to give Senne the microphone, and then he can talk a little bit about the team and how they did it, and what the team was built up.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. This game was created using 6 people, 2 programmers, 3 artists, and an audio designer. The artists were divided in one environment designer, one character designer, and one vehicle designer, more or less. Character designer also did character animations. And the 2 programmers were divided in one system programmer and one game programmer, more or less. The system programmer did stuff on the AI and the physics, which handled the sub and the way the environment is dynamically generated. And the other programmer did yeah, more or less tweaking and the finalizing of all the parameters inside these dynamic systems to create it into a great game.
I want to tell you a little bit about the story behind the game. I hope we can return to the loading bay, if that's possible. The story is about Valerie, and Valerie is an ocean researcher, and she has found this great life form called glow spheres, and she's researching and she's collecting them. But there is a bad guy in this game called Ian, who doesn't want her to find the glow spheres and save the world. And at the beginning, we can get the loading bay up. Great. We're going to see Valerie, and Senne is going to talk a little bit about the character animation of Valerie first.
Yeah, one of the biggest advantages of using Virtools is the very fast way you can set up scenes like this. If you want to script a character like this, we already had yeah, the artist deliver the character, the animations and stuff like that. And the environments, and the walking around of this character is actually done in a very small script using 3 or 4 building blocks. One for obstacle avoidance, one for keyboard or joystick mapping, and one for the controlling of the animations. Let's check out Ian.
Of all the seasons of the world, all the Valeries.
As you can see, this lip syncing kind of thing was done using a new system which is introduced in Virtools 5 called blend shapes. We have a whole array of different facial expressions, and you can very fast blend between each different facial shape, yeah, different mesh. You can really make yeah, multi-dimensional mesh morphs if you like. You only use simple or relatively simple vowels in this case, but would we have created like a laughing face animation or a grumpy face animation, we could have done the same thing using yeah, a happy face or a grumpy face. Also, if you would have checked a different sound file, the different vowels would have been triggered, so the whole lip syncing is more or less yeah, automatic.
One of the things I will hope to do is to create an avatar builder for in a social network using this technology and taking avatar builders to the next step. So that's the great thing also with the things we build in Virtools. Use the technology for different kinds of projects. So if Ian is finished, let's move into the game and talk a little bit about the level design, the remotes, the glow spheres.
Trying to stop me.
I think Ian needs a dentist, but that's maybe for a later version and that would work out. So let the beautiful Valerie start her mission. And Senne is going to talk a little bit about, at first, about the level design and the visual effects we created there. And hopefully he moves on and on the intelligence of the glow sphere and how they react and how we made them come to life. Here you go.
Yeah, as we said, we had an artist who specifically worked on the environment. You can see it now with the whole seafloor and rocks and stuff like that are all done using one shader and actually one material, which uses 3 different layers of textures. We wrote the shader ourselves. You can use, I don't know if it's a Pixel Shader 2 or 3 which is used here, but it all slots right into Virtools there. All the materials have a separate, it's actually 3 materials using a different texture map for the coloring, a different normal mapping and a different specular mapping. And a third texture is used as a blend texture to create to weight the 3 different material properties. So a single artist can really rapidly create levels using the system. Considering the glow spheres, they're using some kind of flocking algorithm. We started out with a Boyd's kind of system to keep them together and made them chase each other, but not to make them one big lump, but a little bit apart. And then we gave them a different kind of emotions, like fear of your sub. If you drive your sub right through them, they will scatter away, or if the enemy subs will come up, they will scatter away. On the other end, they're hungry and they want to come close to the food. All these different emotions have different parameters which were exposed, and in a later stage the game programmer weighted all the different values to make a best gameplay as possible.
And one of the things I really liked in this project at the end, because we played it with keyboard, and then the guys at Virtools also said, come on, let's do it with an Xbox controller. So, well, it wasn't done in minutes, but it was done very rapidly. So, Sen, if you can tell something about the controls and how we did it and how that works with Virtools.
Yeah, it's actually a basic mapping system. The whole keyboard has a keyboard mapper to it, and the whole joystick has a joystick mapper to it. Joystick mapper, of course, has analog values instead of just digital ones. But we could really easily fed them right into the physics kind of system we use to control the sub. Another nice thing to mention is the entire environment is generated dynamically. The plants only exist in the field of view. They're culled away if they're out of sight, and dynamically spawned in front of you while you drive through the level.
And one of the things I really like, because this is also going to be put online, it's an online game, and we made over 40 Virtools games, and the file size is always important. So we made games that were like as small as 2 megabytes, but the whole game you see here with the audio does not go over 10 megabytes, and that is, I think that's an interesting detail. So not only for Wii or console, but also for online, this is it's a very good plugin.